Adrian, and I'm here on behalf of Girls Rock Ottawa, and we have Pantayo today. Hi.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
They did a workshop and performance last night. What'd you guys think?
It was awesome being back, and being back to support Girls Rock Ottawa and the venue General Assembly and do a workshop. It was a really good. We played in July, and it was nice to be back again and see new faces, but also familiar faces that came to see us the first time.
We had to make sure that we cover enough content on like the story side of things, on talking about Kulintang music and the version that we play as a band, and also getting folks to try the instruments. So yeah, that was really fun.
How important is it for you to share like the history of Kulintang?
It's really important, right? It's super important because I don't think that for us, we wouldn't have been so engaged if we didn't.
Yeah, I guess it's important to place the instruments in its like historical and geographical context, and also highlighting like the diversity of like the Philippines, and like really like locating the instruments as like a Southern Filipino instrument.
And it's great because we don't get that chance to talk about our instruments in all of our shows. And the people who were there last night, they were listening thoughtfully. They had their ears open and minds open to these ideologies and the history of the instruments and why we're here and why we're doing what we do. So it's really great to share that with everyone in the room.
We wanted to connect with our culture, and we think that the easiest or most accessible route would be through music.
Because we wanted to know more about our identities as Filipinos and what it means to be Filipino in Canada, in Toronto specifically, because we gathered in Toronto, and what's it like being in this space and in this time with all of this history. Because we wanted to touch up on music. That was the main thing that we were thinking of tapping into. So, and we found that what a great way to explore through Kulintang music.
Music was like, I again like immigrated into Canada pretty young, but knowing like the typical sort of like I wasn't Canadian enough or I wasn't Filipino enough. Music was such a big part of my life, and it became a way that I was able to like comfortably explore my culture.
Like I studied like classical jazz and jazz guitar in like university, but it was really hard to like stay engaged in the classroom because, well, especially as usually the only like woman guitarist with just a bunch of men, it was just really like hard to feel like part of the classroom. I feel like when you're not when I wasn't engaged in like the classroom environment, it made it really hard to like stay and study. After that experience, I just kind of like made music my own and like realized like what my needs are as a musician, and that maybe I don't necessarily need to like be in that like academic curriculum structure as created by like this university, saying like this is what makes you a musician, like you have this like music degree, like you have to learn all these things. It's like really, music has been like, it's something that I've just taken my time to like get to know and learn, and just picking and choosing what I actually want to learn.
Listen to your parents. Yeah, they were right.
What were they right about?
Everything. No, I mean, well, things would have been easier because there's always that like challenge learning things the hard way.
Trust that what you know and like is good. That your taste is good enough. Because there's always...
It's hard. Even now, it's like...
Yeah, it is. But then, the things that you're drawn to and the things that make up who you are. There is that connection between those two, and you don't just get into something for no reason. I think that's part of your journey.
It's totally okay to feel unsure and to feel awkward and strange about things, like whether it's like, is what I'm doing cool, is this right? But like, go through that, feel through those like icky confused moments, because you know what, like at the down the road you won't know, but like down the road that's going to be the moments where you're like, oh, that's why I'm like thriving right now, because I was able to like overcome.
I would say just stick true to like what you like do creatively. Don't worry so much about like what others really like think or what they would like. I mean, keep your audience in mind as a musician, but don't compare yourself to like other musicians, because really it's gonna take your time. It's your own journey. When the time is right, you know, like you will like come out with whatever music material you need. So don't feel pressure to like, you know, be this like superstar like teenager musician. Like you know, it will come in time, and really like it does get better like as you gain more experience as a musician and meet more people. I wish I had like mentors when I was you know, a teenager, and like more access to resources. So if you have that opportunity, definitely like take advantage of it.
Yeah, like Ottawa Girls Rock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great opportunity to like grow and develop and like just learn.
Mm-hmm.